What is up, guys? It is Mercules here, and I just wanted to go ahead and do a quick Destiny commentary. This one's going to be about 8 minutes long. I had this commentary done a while back. It was going to be some tips and tricks for PvP gameplay, but I decided to hold off and wait until after the patch came out to see if it really changed anything. But the tweaks they made to assault rifles or auto rifles and scout rifles were relatively minor. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the commentary the way I was going to do it anyways. I did promise you guys, my students specifically, that I would make a commentary today if y'all behaved in class, and you did, so here it is. So, like I said, this is going to be a PvP tips and tricks for Destiny. I didn't make this much earlier, like right after the game came out, because I said before in my other commentary, I actually wasn't really that good, at least for my standards, in Destiny PvP. And that was extremely disappointing me. But I have spent some time in the game, I have kind of figured out the way it works, like the ins and outs of the game, and I've gotten, I think, significantly better at it. So, let's start off with the first thing I learned, and the first thing that caused a huge jump in my gameplay and my skill level. Don't play this game like Call of Duty. Do not. Don't play this game like Titanfall. Don't play this game like Call of Duty. This is not a Twitch shooter. It is not. No matter what anybody says or what gameplay you see, this is not a Twitch shooter. It doesn't work like that. This game is significantly closer to Halo in its gameplay than it is Call of Duty or anything like that. In everything except for the aim down sight mechanic on primary weapons. And the funny thing is, with certain guns, you actually don't even really need to aim down sights on the primary weapon. For instance, the shotguns are very much like Halo. Some pulse rifles and stuff that have really high stability, you can just fire from the hip. Some guns have firing from the hip accuracy bonuses. So, I mean, you can get away with playing this game almost exactly like Halo if you really want to. The time to kill is, I think, a little bit faster than Halo, but like Halo, this game is a lot about map control and a lot about patience and strategy. And I say that because I didn't realize that when I first started playing the game, and I had a very rough time. I was just running around the map like I would do in Call of Duty, just sprinting out in the middle of a melee and thinking I was going to come out on top, and I wasn't understanding why I was constantly getting killed by people, and it didn't make sense to me. I was constantly trading kills. And then I started playing it with a lot more strategy. You know, sneaking around, actually looking at where my teammates were on the map, looking at where the enemies were on the radar. Use your radar all the time. Absolutely all the time. The radar in this game is so sensitive. It picks people up from so far away. It's very helpful. You need to use the radar as much as you possibly can. But play with some strategy. Use some map control. Don't just play this game like it's a Twitch shooter, because it's not. The time to kill is too fast for that, and just because you land shots on someone first does not mean that you are going to kill them. There's still a very high chance that you could die when you land shots on someone first. Second thing, aim for the head. Just like in Halo, headshots matter a lot in this game. It's not like in Call of Duty where it doesn't matter if you get a headshot, because if you shoot their body, they're going to die just as fast anyway, so nobody ever aims for the head. You need to aim for the head in this game. It is significantly faster. There's a 1.25 to 1.5. On the sniper rifles, I think it's like 2.25 multiplier for headshot damage in this game, so you need to aim for the head. If you are not aiming for the head, you are severely limiting yourself. And yes, it is very difficult to consistently get all headshots in this game. What I like to do is aim for like the lower chin, upper chest area, and the recoil and the bounce when I get hit naturally brings the gun up to their head. If you start off aiming for just the top of the head, you're not going to hit it. You're going to jump over their head, and when you get shot, your gun's going to jump up and you're going to miss. So I like to aim for like the lower chin, or I'll put the top of the reticle like right at their forehead if I can do that. Third thing that is massively important, and I don't know why I don't see more people doing this, control heavy weapon ammo. It is a huge boon to you to be able to use the heavy weapons. I cannot tell you the number of times that I see people on my team literally just run past the heavy weapon ammo. Like, they don't even care that it's there, and like it's not even important to them. Heavy weapon ammo is massively important, especially if you have some of the more upgraded heavy weapons. I mean, it's 2 free kills or more every time you pick up heavy weapon ammo. So you absolutely need to grab heavy weapon ammo.
Zone C lost.
I was, see, this was the fourth thing that I had on my previous commentary, and it was use the assault rifle and the shotgun if you actually want to get a high kill to death and kill a lot of people in this game. And then the funny thing about that is that they nerfed both the auto rifle and the shotgun. But I'm actually probably going to stick by that caveat that the auto rifle and the shotgun are both very useful in PvP. Now the only difference is that the shotgun's range is a little bit less at its maximum range, so you're no longer going to be able to just like take someone down who's retreating pretty fast from you. You're not going to be able to just like scope in with the invective and take them out as they run away. Now, if they're backing away, it's probably going to take you an extra shot, and that probably means you're going to die. So just be careful with that if you are using the shotguns. Auto rifles, I don't really think the nerf is going to do that much to the auto rifles, because the 2% damage doesn't really do anything. And the 17% maximum decrease in stability, I mean, I've used guns that have all the same impact, and their stability varies from below half to almost 100% when fully upgraded. And I've been able to do well with all of those guns. So I'm not actually particularly worried about the stability upgrade, or stability nerf for auto rifle. I think you'll probably be able to do just fine. But, now I do think scout rifles are going to be significantly more useful in PvP, because now they've got a little bit more aim assist and the recoil is a little bit less in them. So if you get a chance, go ahead and try out a scout rifle. And the pulse rifles, though they're underrated right now, are the most like the way Halo plays, if you want that feeling. Just be prepared, you're probably going to lose a lot if you use a pulse rifle. Their time to kill is probably the slowest out of all the primaries now, but they are still kind of fun to play with, and every once in a while I just like goofing around and I play with them, and it's pretty fun. But number 5, use your super all the time. Don't just sit on your super. If you have your super, use it as much as you possibly can, especially if you have upgraded to where you get faster super like I do. I will use my super 3-4 times a game. Sometimes I've used it 5 times in a game if I'm doing well. Use it all the time. I know people like to save it for a special occasion, especially Titans and Warlocks, because there's just like a panic button super, and they can just push in, kill whoever's around them almost immediately. And Hunters, you kind of have to plan it out more because you've got that really long animation time that you can get killed in. But use your super as much as you possibly can. If the difference is between you not using your super and dying, or you using your super and only get 1 kill, use your super and get that 1 kill. I always do that, and it significantly helps me to extend my sprees. Number 6, set your armor loadout based on what you want to do in this game. I am wearing armor in this game that every single aspect of the armor helps me to be a better player. My helmet gives me a 4th golden gun shot, it gives me more super energy from grenade kills, and it lets me throw grenades further. My chest piece gives me more auto rifle ammo and more sniper rifle ammo, which I use. My legs give me more auto rifle ammo, which I use, and my arms give me faster auto rifle reload, and grenades give me more melee energy. So I use every single aspect of my armor, and you need to do the same for yourself. Stop going with what it looks like and go with how it helps you. I also have like 70% decrease grenade spawn time, so I have grenades all the time, and I use grenades every single minute in PvP, just constantly using them to clear rooms, things like that. And then on top of that, I have really decreased super spawn time so that I can get my super as much as I possibly can. I think the gameplay is going to end here in a little bit, but I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to just put some clips over here at the end. But I use armor that really complements the way I play. And this leads me to the 7th thing. Pick a gun that feels good for you and actually, quite importantly, has a good sight. A lot of people like to play with legendary and exotic weapons in PvP, and it really doesn't matter. A lot of times the legendary and exotics aren't even as good as the rare or sometimes the uncommons. Up until maybe a week ago, when I got a rare her right hand gun from the Queen's Wrath bounties, I used the Cydonia AR3. I was a level 27 using a Cydonia AR3 in PvP because I loved the sight on the gun, and I loved the way the gun felt. Do not pick a gun based on rarity for PvP. Pick one that feels good for you and that you really enjoy playing with, because that's going to be the difference between you being a good player and you being a bad player. It took me a while to find a gun that I liked, but once I did, and once I found a sight that I liked on it, I have stuck with that the entire time, and it has made me significantly better. So those are 7 basic tricks that I think will help you in PvP to become a better player. But like they say in Reading Rainbow, don't take my word for it. Go ahead and try it out for yourselves. So remember, quick overcap. Be patient, use strategy. This is not a Twitch shooter. Do not play this game like Call of Duty. Play it more like Halo, that you have to aim down sights. Number 2, aim for the head. Always, always, always aim for the head. Number 3, control heavy weapon ammo. Do not pass up that heavy weapon ammo. If you hear that heavy weapons are spawning, make a beeline for it and grab that heavy weapon ammo. Number 4, and slightly less so now than it was pre-patch, use the assault rifle and the shotgun, because the way the maps are laid out right now, shotgun is still going to be useful at close range, and assault rifles are still going to be pretty good in the game. You can throw in the scout rifle there if you want. I wouldn't play with a pulse rifle unless it was a novelty. Fusion rifles are good. Sniper rifles are obviously sniper rifles. But I would say still use the assault rifle and the shotgun. I doubt they nerfed it that hard. Number 5, use your super as much as you possibly can. They are free kills for a reason. Number 6, set your armor loadout to where the perks help you. If you want to decrease melee, grenade, or super, or 2 out of the 3, or you want to decrease them all evenly, set your armor loadout to help you with that, and set it to where the perks in the armor loadout line up to how you want to play. And number 7, pick a gun that feels good and has a good sight. Don't pick a gun based on rarity for PvP. It's not going to help you. Pick a gun that you like to play with and that feels good. So that's it. This commentary ended up going a little bit longer than I thought it would, but I really hope you guys enjoyed. And remember to like, favorite, and subscribe for more.